For centuries, the Western worldview relied on the Cartesian belief that without human language, animals are simply biological automatons. In this framework, they lack true internal experience, functioning more like complex machines than sentient beings. This skepticism transitioned into 20th century behaviorism, an era that strictly defined the animal mind as an impenetrable black box. Scientists focused only on what could be measured externally, dismissing the idea of internal thought as unscientific. This stood in stark contrast to many indigenous and non-Western traditions. These cultures have historically assumed a mental and spiritual continuity across species, seeing animals as kin with their own valid perspectives. The scientific assumption of the black box mind wasn't just an academic preference. It provided the foundational justification for human dominance, shaping how we treated animals in laboratories and industry for generations. To maintain this divide, we created a human yardstick, 3 cognitive pillars used to separate ourselves from all other life: consciousness, communication, and theory of mind. However, a surge in interdisciplinary research is dismantling these pillars. By studying species ranging from primates to invertebrates, scientists are discovering advanced cognition in places we once thought impossible. If these 3 markers of intelligence are found in other species, the justification for human exceptionalism disappears, requiring a radical shift in our ethical obligations. The first pillar is consciousness. The challenge is methodological. How do you prove phenomenal awareness, the subjective internal experience of the world, without the ability to ask the subject for a report? Researchers now bypass this by identifying observable markers of internal experience. They look for signs of advanced learning and complex motor control, such as an octopus coordinating its tentacles to solve a multi-step mechanical puzzle. These new metrics show that markers of sentience reach far beyond mammals. We see evidence of subjective experience deep within the invertebrate world, in creatures like cephalopods and insects. Phenomenal awareness is not a rare human spark. It is a widespread, fundamental biological baseline across the animal kingdom. The second pillar is communication. This field is split between boosters, who see human-like language in animals, and scoffers, who prefer simpler, instinctual explanations. One discovery is functional reference, using distinct signals for specific threats, like a monkey's unique alarm calls for eagles and leopards. We also see voluntary intent in ape gestures. This communication is a deliberate choice, proving it's thoughtful interaction, not just an involuntary reflex. The scoffers point out that animals still lack hierarchical syntax. This is the complex grammar that allows humans to combine words in endless ways to convey entirely new abstract ideas. But lacking human syntax doesn't mean animals aren't communicating. Their signals are simply adapted for cooperative survival rather than human-style conversation. The third and most complex pillar is theory of mind. This is the ability to attribute invisible mental states, like beliefs and intentions, to others. This research faces the logical problem. It is notoriously difficult to prove an animal is truly reading another's mind, rather than just reading their physical behavior. Behavior reading is a simple reaction, adjusting a path based on the physical trajectory of another creature to avoid collision. Mind reading is different. It's anticipating actions based on another's hidden internal goals, even before those goals result in a physical move. Evidence of shared intentionality appears in complex social behaviors like play, empathy, and the passing down of culture. These suggest animals are doing more than just reacting to movement. They are actively navigating the internal psychological landscapes of their peers. This data forces a change in how we view intelligence. It's no longer accurate to see it as a vertical ladder with humans at the top. Instead, we are moving toward a pluralistic perspective. This view sees social intelligence as a collection of diverse, uniquely evolved cognitive adaptations tailored to different environments. Finding complex minds in other species doesn't make us less significant. It simply places us within a wider, intelligent ecological network. Acknowledging this pluralistic intelligence shows that the mechanistic behavioral models of the past can no longer account for what we observe in the field. This cognitive science is now being used to challenge our legal systems. It provides the evidence for animal personhood, forcing courts to reconsider their ethical and legal status. These findings are already impacting policy, leading to stricter global welfare laws and a reevaluation of how we conduct medical research. Mapping the non-human mind has become a moral frontier, demanding a new era of justice for the sentient creatures sharing our world.